Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
And off we go from Denver. From the 6. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Miles Sanders, 70 yards. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding. Won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Wentz. Out to his left. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards.
And our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Marshawn Lynch. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And polishing it all off. Marshawn Lynch with a TD run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Herman Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The four-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about it. He was the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
Touchdown Broncos! Jeremy Shackey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. It's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wentz going to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day 1 draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This will be caught at about the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. Whether they have a
blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Cade York on now for the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see it. Offense and the defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out. And the football will be on the 25-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. A check down here to Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Hardman. He is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a first down carry by Jones. On the stop, it's Ray Nitschke. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now to Denver. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, they're trying to catch him by surprise, I think. They're going to pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mahomes now on 1st down. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because